Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Unreal Engine Marketplace. This time around it's another sale, with this one being the winter sale, and there's 23 assets on sale from now, the 14th of December, or whenever it is that you're watching this, or when it's uploaded, until the 31st of December 2021. All of the assets are 50% off, and the majority of them this time around are obviously Christmas related. So if you watched my December free assets video, you'll have noticed that we mentioned that there were no Christmas assets in that one, which we were expecting, but we imagine that's because they put them all into the winter sale, which we have now. So I'm going to be covering 10 different assets from the winter sale, which I think look pretty good, and my thoughts on them, what they are, and leaving a link to them in the description down below as well. So without further ado, let's get right on with it. So first up, I've got the Warm Christmas. Now this package includes all the accessories you would need to create a warm Christmas atmosphere. All the models are optimized and you can use them in your own games or architectural environments. The pipeline used in creating these assets are the same ones used in AAA games, and in this set, multiple meshes are used at the same texture set. So all assets are optimized for use in any major platforms. There is also a post-process material for sharpening the final look, as well as multiple meshes using the same texture set for combined UVs. There are 44 meshes, with custom collision on them as well, and the vertex count ranges from 1200 to 8000, with the average being 5000. There are no LODs on these, and there are 40 different materials and material instances with 80 textures. Most textures are in 4K, however there are some in 2K as well. Again, I think this one looks absolutely great. It looks like a really cozy Christmas scene. Obviously that's what it's meant to be, is a warm Christmas. Again, I think this one looks absolutely great. So if you're maybe making a game jam game Christmas themed, this might work quite well for that. Again, all of these are 50% off. Next up, we've got the Polygon Snow Kit. And so this is a low poly asset kit of characters, props, and a vehicle asset to create a snow-themed polygonal style game. So that one vehicle is a snowmobile. There are two characters with 4 alternative colours, and they are a male and female character. And there are 32 props, including a snowman, market flag, snowboard, skis, ski lift, snowboard rails, snow jumps, helmets, cameras, and water bottles, and so much more. There are 12 textures at 2K and 2 textures at 256, so obviously in total there are 14 textures, and everything does also have collision as well. There are no LODs, but there are 46 static meshes and 3 skeletal meshes, with 3 materials and material instances over them. And now we've got the Procedural Nature Seasons pack. Again, I think this one looks absolutely amazing. As it says, it's seasons, so you can be in spring, summer, or winter, and it's very easy to change between them. So this will procedurally create winter and spring nature scenes with these easy to use assets and blueprints. You can globally adjust wind speed, direction, and intensity, and this wind will affect the foliage, snowfall, and water surfaces. You can adjust the snow coverage to see falling snow and snow build up on all of your assets in the scene, as well as ice on lakes. You can also easily swap between different landscape materials for any look you like, with the snowfall also changes with the wind direction and intensity. It's also all high quality 4K textures. So you have an overview scene to show everything there. You've got spline generated trees, branches, roads, and more. Auto-populating the landscape foliage based on landscape painting and auto foliage settings, procedural real-time ice formation on water and lakes, procedural water surface changing ripple direction and intensity based off of wind, over 200 total content files, over 70 textures, 60 materials, functions and parameters, as well as over 50 meshes. The average texture size is 4K, with some reaching all the way up to 8K. So this does look absolutely amazing for that very reason, but it also means you will probably have to have quite a good PC to be able to run this. Obviously you would probably be able to change them to 2K if you had the textures, but you probably wouldn't. But again, obviously this does look great anyway. Again, 50% off, I think it's a bargain. And next we've got a similar one, but this is the Snowy Mountains landscape. So this includes 64 square kilometers of mountains with surface customization, 1x1 vertex density, powerful material instance parameters to really customize it for how you want it to look, distance-based landscape tessellation, height map-based layer blending, and custom plug-and-play functions for global normal variation, distance tessellation, displacement fade, and much more. It also has dynamic cloud shadows, landscape paint layers, and a background mesh as well. There are 9 material functions with 5 material instances, 1 landscape, 15 textures, 4 materials, and 3 meshes. Again, this looks great even if you maybe just use it for the background of your game, so it doesn't necessarily mean the player has to be going through here. It could just be something for them to look at in the background over in the vast distance. I think this one looks absolutely amazing. Now we've got the winter nature, so you'll notice a lot of these are wintry, snowy, Christmassy, and mostly nature based as well, because I think those ones are the ones which look the best. So this is a beautiful and high quality set of winter vegetation, suitable for creating landscapes of any complexity. You've got mountains, snowy forests, frozen lakes, and much more. It includes procedural shaders for generating snow on objects as well, and also procedural shaders for landscapes. So you've got texture sizes from 8x8 to 4K, and it does also have custom and automatic collision, as well as LODs. There are 34 meshes, 9 materials, 38 material instances, and 3 material functions, with a total of 97 textures. So in some of the previews of these, they do look kind of stylized, but I don't think it's meant to be. I think that's just how it looked in the video, because in the screenshots they don't look like that at all, but they honestly do look great. So again, you've got snow effects, roads, meshes for trees, as well as decals for ice and snow too. Next, we've got the Japanese Onsen, a Japanese hot spring and thermal bath modular environment pack. So this is a modular environment pack that allows you to build your own onsen with the interior and exterior of the building. So this has 183 modular pieces and props, including walls, windows, roofs, floors, stairs, stalls, buckets, and much more. There's also a particle system with volumetric fog as well. The texture sizes are 2K, 512 by 512, and 64 by 64, with 182 meshes obviously, 21 materials and material instances, as well as 46 textures, but there are no LODs in this. Once again, the quality on this looks absolutely amazing. 50% off too. You could really make your own unique onsen with this, and that's the beauty of modular stuff, is everyone can have the same stuff, but everybody's will look completely different. I feel like I say that every time I talk about modular stuff, but honestly, I love it for that very reason. Everyone can have their own very unique stuff. For example, take Minecraft. Everyone has the same blocks, but everybody's world looks completely different. And next, we've got the cakes and desserts. Now this is just full of props for desserts, cakes, biscuits, rolls, candles, and ice creams. So this would probably be good if you maybe, again, making a Christmas game, you might want to use these for like a buffet or a big feast or something on the table. And it doesn't have to be Christmas, but obviously it's that time of year, so that's kind of the game you might be making, especially for a game jam. So the texture sizes are 2K, there's no collision and no LODs, but there are 48 meshes with 11 materials and material instances with 33 textures. Again, this is just a bunch of nice looking assets, really high quality food for cakes and desserts, again looking like really nice treats. And now we've got some more props, and these are the sports and gym equipment. So again, some nice basic stuff, they look really good. Some of these look nice and wintry, so you've got some snowboards, some ski sticks, some big wintry boots as well. But obviously it's not just limited to winter stuff. It includes 8 meshes with high quality textures, most being 2K. Each asset was created for realistic AAA quality visuals, style and budget. There is automatically generated collision on them, and there are LODs too, and again 8 meshes, 29 materials and material instances, and 38 textures. So there's 8 meshes total, but there's a lot of different variations of each mesh there, so it's not like you only get 8 things, you do get a lot more for that as well. And now we've got the European collection of the Christmas Market Festive Volume 1. Now I love this one from being obviously from Europe. I've gone to quite a few European Christmas markets, and this one really does look absolutely amazing and does bring me back to that. Honestly, they're great, and this really does show that off well as well. So this is a realistic Christmas market and festival prop pack with 1 parasol, 4 tables, 3 beer mugs, 3 wine assets, 2 benches, 1 lantern blueprint, 2 huts with several props, and 48 meshes with some variations as well. So it's called European Collection, however, from what I've seen anyway, it seems to be mostly German. I'm not sure if it is other stuff as well, but that's what I've seen. But again, honestly, the German market's absolutely amazing, but it doesn't even have to be German or European, just this does look great. So there are 48 meshes with 1 blueprint, and that is obviously the lamp. It does have automatic collision and also LODs. There are 3 materials, 65 material instances, and 157 textures. And now up next, last but not least, is Snow Volume 24 hand-painted textures. I put these in because again, it's Christmas time, it's festive, we've got snow around this time, it's very common anyway, and these textures look really nice and they're hand-painted, they do just look lovely, so these would work really well in your game, obviously as the floor or anywhere else where you'd want to have the snow. So it's got 5 unique textures with a base colour, normal, roughness, height and AO maps with a resolution of 2K. They are tileable and hand painted and also mobile ready. So like I say, there's 5 materials, 5 material instances, 2K textures, and they are vertex painted for material breakup as well. So I think that'll be it for this video on the Unreal Engine Marketplace winter sale for 2021. There's 23 assets, all of which being 50% off, and I've just covered 10 of them here today. Again, there's so many more, and I'll leave a link to all of these in the description down below, as well as just the actual marketplace page for you to go look at them all for yourself. So let me know in the comments down below which one your favourite one is for this month. I think mine might have to be the Procedural Nature Season Pack, just because again, I really love how that one looks and how it can really smoothly blend between spring and winter, as you obviously saw earlier. So I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found this video helpful of me just going over some of the assets in the winter sale for this year. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.